Day at noon.
I'm Wendy Rigby. U.S. Treasury Secretary Benson may call it quits on Capitol Hill. Could month-old election results still be up in the air? And will the antihistamines designed to keep you awake also stamp out the dreaded winter sniffles? See it all at noon.
This year, the place before Christmas is Westlake's Mall. We've got so many things to help make your holiday season bright. You can get great gift ideas from all the stores at Westlake's Mall. Visit Santa and enjoy live entertainment throughout the holiday season.
To the place before Christmas, Westlake's Mall.
Christmas starts at H-E-B with low prices. Light up the Christmas holidays with our decorative strings of super bright 100 end-to-end light sets, just $277 a set. That's less than last year. Complete your holiday decorations with a battery-operated Classic Express train set. The engine plays Christmas carols as it travels along 14 feet of track, only $14.88.
Ho, ho.
Everywhere you go at H-E-B.
Happy holidays to your family from our family at H-E-B.
The new Princess Diana on the next hard copy.
Woody the tree farmer for Hillshire Farm.
Great tree. You know it takes great trees to make a great tasting Little Smoky. That's why Hillshire Farm uses my best hickories and maples to smoke their little links with that natural, woodsy, hearty flavor. And they're fully cooked, so they're always ready for unexpected guests. Hillshire Farm, taste the difference.
Kraft helps you make holiday magic with Philly 3-Step Cheesecake. Just mix, pour, and bake. Look inside the box for the Philly Cream Cheese 3-Step recipe. For a taste so rich and creamy, they'll be amazed. Make holiday magic tonight with Philadelphia Cream Cheese.
On ski patrol, I face brutal cold all day. I protect my lips with Chapstick Medicated.
Chapstick Medicated is triple medicated to protect, moisturize, and relieve dry, chapped lips. And the tingle tells you it's working. Chapstick, serious lip care.
Maggie the cat is alive! I'm alive!
Elizabeth Taylor's Passion.
Bye now.
A $187 value, just $32.50, exclusively at JCPenney.
You might think your dog wants variety, but in fact, sudden changes in his diet can sometimes lead to stomach discomfort. So do what's best for your dog. Feed him a consistent diet of one nutritious dog food. Purina Dog Chow brand dog food every day.
Morning, guys.
Just when you think your diarrhea medicine is working.
Oh, boy. What's wrong?
It can let you down. But you can count on Imodium AD to stop diarrhea, often in just one dose, instead of dose after dose, more than a third of a bottle of the pink stuff. And Imodium AD is even better than the leading prescription.
I told you we should have stopped for Imodium AD.
Imodium AD, one dose relief you can count on.
Congratulations! You're eating solid foods. You're ready to graduate the Carnation Follow-Up Formula. No formula's more nutritious, and it's priced up to 20% less. Carnation Follow-Up Formula, the right formula at the right time and the right price.
Having a bag of Hershey's miniatures is like having a vending machine at home. Hershey's Miniatures, a little something for everyone.
Introducing panties that stay put. That don't go where they shouldn't. That stay in place. Comfortably. Now, if you could just figure out what to wear over them. Fruit of the Loom. Clothes that make you feel good.
Dear Hallmark, up till this Christmas, I'd always sent a card to my brother and his wife together. A kind of, you're a wonderful couple card. But this year, I came across a special Christmas card just for him. It was a Hallmark that said during the holidays, I always remembered how he'd been there for me as a brother. I think it caught him a little off guard, but that single card, it's really brought us closer together.
This Christmas, you can make a difference. Give a Hallmark card.
Hi, honey, this is Jack. I know I said that I wasn't ready yet. I just want you to know that I was wrong. I love you.
I can't seem to forget you. I just can't seem to forget you. Your wind song stays on my mind.
Windsong Perfume by Prince Machiavelli.
Here's a great big idea.
Salad shooter.
From Presto, professional salad shooter slicer shredder. Big capacity and power. Special blades to point and slice thick, slice thin, shred, even ripple cut. Right where you want.
Salad shooter.
From Presto.
The Jenkins have a Nestle Toll House Christmas.
I love baking cookies at Christmas.
Don't forget the Nestle Toll House morsels.
Santa!
Use rich, creamy morsels and get the world's best tasting cookie. Rich, creamy Nestle Toll House morsels. This Christmas, make your house a Toll House.
With sheer energy, you're ready for anything, because you're never quite sure where the day is going to take you. Sheer energy from Legs goes wherever you need it to. It's strong, it's sheer, it's beautiful. And with sheer energy, you'll have the energy you need once you get to your next destination. Sheer energy from Legs. It's amazing how far you can go in a great pair of pantyhose.
Coming soon to the bold and the beautiful. If dreams come true, it'll be a rock and rollin', lovin', bold and beautiful moment this week.
A mature look at breakfast.
Hold on there, Hotfoot. You gotta eat. I'm waiting.
Always bolting out without breakfast?
Will you relax?
How about trying the big, ripe, sweet taste of Kellogg's Cherry Pop-Tarts?
The nectar of the gods.
Hot and fast from the toaster.
You love cherries.
Listen to the voice of maturity. They're good.
Isn't that better?
Real good, real fast.
Life is just a bowl of cherries. But skipping breakfast is the pits.
It kills the germs that cause bad breath. It fights plaque and the gum infection gingivitis. It's a new taste, new feeling, new sensation. New Fresh Burst Listerine.
This man has a bad cold, but he can't risk a medicine that may make him drowsy. So he takes Sudafed Cold and Cough to help relieve his congestion, coughing, and aches without drowsiness. Sudafed Cold and Cough clears you up without slowing you down.
Where can a homer become your favorite rover? The excitement builds 5 tiles high and upwards. You not only build across and down, but up on other people's words. Where can light turn into night? In upwards. Upwards from the makers of Scrabble.
Introducing panties that stay put. That stay in place comfortably. Now, if you could just figure out what to wear over them. Fruit of the Loom. Clothes that make you feel good.
Weddings make everyone feel romantic.
Kind of in the mood for, you know.
Just try not to wake me up. Including ex-boyfriends.
Wait! I slept with that woman!
The boys are back. Wednesday.
Join us again for the young and the restless.
This is CBS. I'm Fred Lozano.
I'm Wendy Rigby. The election was last month, but one local race is still up in the air. Who will be the winner?
A record-breaking year for San Antonio's United Way, and a look at how a well-known Texas politician is calling it quits.
Hi, I'm meteorologist Alex Garcia. Some cold air is moving through Texas. I'll tell you whether or not it's going to get here.
Eyewitness News at noon is next.
It's amazing how many ways people are using brine smokies today. Here's one from a lady. It's kebabs. made with brine smokies. And brine smoky jambalaya. This is called a smoky taco salad. That ought to be real good. They're very versatile. You can use them with rice and make a sort of a Cajun dish, you know. They have a hickory smoked flavor, and they have a great taste. They're really a lot of fun to eat. The recipes are great, but I like them the old-fashioned way. You know, just eat them like this.
Happy holidays from PetSmart.
Who decided at what point that it was acceptable to fry a burger?
This goes against millions of years of evolutionary instinct.
I'm sorry, but burgers taste best cooked over an open flame.
That's how the caveman did it. That's how Dad did it. That's how Burger King does it.
I take the Whopper. Big hunk of beef cooked over actual fire for only 99 cents. Millions of years after the first burger, it's still only 99 cents. That's got to be pretty close to what it cost back then, right?
Burger King, get your burger's worth.
They say it is the worst thing you can do in front of your children. Next Oprah.
First in San Antonio, Fred Lozano, Wendy Rigby, Alex Garcia. Eyewitness News.
Good afternoon. A Bexar County commissioner is calling on the federal government to help solve a local election dispute.
In a meeting to tally up votes today, County Commissioner Helen Detmer said she wants a federal investigation into a state district judge's race that is still up in the air. Republican Janet Littlejohn was declared the winner on election night in the race for the 150th district judge's seat. But a canvass of the vote then showed incumbent Carlton Spears had won. Littlejohn then paid for a recount, which again showed she was the winner, this time by 122 votes. The recount also showed more than 2,000 votes went uncounted on election night. County commissioners want to know how that could ever happen.
That casts quite a shadow of doubt, and in my opinion creates at least a lack of confidence.
Election officials say the mistakes were caused by human error. The Texas Secretary of State's office will have the final say on who won the race. A San Antonio killer scheduled to die tonight has been given a last-minute stay of execution. 33-year-old Norman Green was scheduled to be put to death tonight for the February 1985 robbery and shooting of Timothy Adams, a store clerk at Dyer Electronics. Judge Hippo Garcia granted Green a stay of execution just about a half hour ago. So far this year, 12 Texas inmates have been put to death.
Testimony's underway in the murder-for-hire trial of Rolando Ruiz. Ruiz is accused of being the hitman who shot and killed Teresa Rodriguez in July of 1992. This morning, a jury of 12 listened to the testimony of several police officers who were among the first at the crime scene. At one point, the jury was asked to leave while prosecutors and the defense took a look at a videotape and photos of the victim. Ruiz is one of 4 men charged with the capital murder of Rodriguez. Her husband, Michael Rodriguez, and his brother, Mark, are also charged with hiring her killers. A Kimball County jury is deciding this noon how a 21-year-old murderer will pay for his crime. John James Steiner was found guilty Friday of killing 3 family members at their Hill Country home. The elderly couple and their daughter were murdered as they sat down to Sunday dinner at their home in Kerrville. Steiner's partner in the crime, 22-year-old Samuel Gallimore, has already been sentenced to die for the triple murder.
The future of a well-known Texas office holder tops today's Eye on Politics. There's new word today that Treasury Secretary Lloyd Bentsen will resign. White House officials are confirming a report in this morning's Wall Street Journal. They say Bentsen plans to give up his cabinet post early next year. The anonymous sources say 73-year-old Bentsen wants to return to the Lone Star State to go into business. No precise date yet for when the former senator will retire from public life. Former Vice President Dan Quayle is due to be released from the hospital today. Quayle was hospitalized a week ago for blood clots in his lungs. Doctors say the flow of blood to his lungs has increased and he's improving rapidly. Quayle is expected to announce within a few weeks whether he'll run for the presidency.
Republicans today have chosen Representative Newt Gingrich to be the new Speaker of the House. The GOP is preparing to take control of the House for the first time in 4 decades. Gingrich will not not technically assume the office until January 4th, but today's selection makes that vote only a formality. President Clinton says the world is a safer place now after the nuclear treaty that went into effect today. Mr. Clinton spent just a few hours in Budapest, Hungary, attending a European security summit. He and leaders of Russia and Ukraine took part in a ceremony putting the START 1 nuclear arms reduction treaty into effect. The treaty does away with 9,000 long-range warheads from the U.S. and the former Soviet Union nuclear arsenals. It's another case of man and nature coming in conflict. A whale injured from a run-in with a boat is stranded today in the Philadelphia waterfront. Now rescuers are trying to steer the young whale back to the Atlantic Ocean. The northern right whale is an endangered species. It may have become lost after being separated from its mother. It has strayed into the Delaware River and traveled more than 100 miles from the open sea.
In San Antonio for the past 4 months, there has been an intensive effort to promote the United Way campaign and its goal for 1994. There were many financial obstacles to overcome, including a downsizing in the federal workforce. Despite all the problems, the result was a booming success. More than 800 company representatives, officials, and United Way volunteers attended a special breakfast today to reveal the 1994 total. Last year, the United Way raised $23.8 million, and the goal in '94 was $24.2 million. Children from the YWCA Olga Madrid Daycare Center unveiled the numbers, the total $25 million. Chairman of the United Way Board, Louis Stumberg, says he's amazed by the response.
We went into this year hoping and striving, and now that the final figures are out, you know, it just makes you feel so good. San Antonio has done great.
$25 million is a record for the San Antonio United Way.
More ahead is the world's most expensive Christmas tree, and with good reason.
Another warm day in San Antonio, but when will it feel like December? Alex will have our complete forecast coming up.
Eyewitness News is sponsored in part by Secure Horizons and by Hest Fitness Products.
If you'd like to listen to Eyewitness News on the radio, tune to KENS AM 1160. All news, all the time. Exclusively in San Antonio on KENS AM 1160.
Kevin Saunders overcame physical tragedy to become a world-class athlete. As a motivational speaker, he has dedicated himself to promoting health and fitness all over the country. When Kevin needed fitness equipment to help him train for the Barcelona Olympics, he called on Hest Fitness Products.
The professionals at Hest Fitness Products had the expertise to design a home fitness system that fit my situation. Fitness is important to a quality life. No matter what your circumstances, Hest Fitness Products has the equipment and service you will need.
I just got a letter from my daughter.
I surely wish my mail brought good news. Just yesterday, I got notice that my Medicare supplement is raising the premium again. I guess I'll have to pay it.
No, you don't. Haven't you heard of Secure Horizons? I'm a member. I never pay a premium.
No premiums?
Receive more benefits than Medicare for no additional premiums. Call Secure Horizons today at 524-9292.
Hello, Secure Horizons. May I help you?
The Source is your source for Sony. Shop The Source for the largest selection of Sony products in South Texas at the best prices. The Source for video, from portable TVs to 61-inch big screens, even the latest in home theater. The Source for the newest camcorders, VCRs, and Laserdisc players. The Source for audio, home and car stereos, telephones, My First Sony, and much more. The Source, your source for the best in selection, customer service, and value. The Source, on San Pedro, just 3.5 blocks south of North Star Mall. Your source for Sony.
News Headlines is a service of Eyewitness News, sponsored by Ancira Chrysler Plymouth Jeep Eagle and Ancira Nissan. For complete news information anytime, call 524-4600, then press KENS.
If you won the Lotto Texas jackpot, would you wait to claim your millions? Believe it or not, 3 big winners from October and November drawings still have not turned in their tickets. By the way, the next Lotto jackpot is back up to the big bucks category. Wednesday night's drawing worth an estimated $30 million. The nation's capital toasted 5 of America's top artists over the weekend. The Kennedy Center honors are bestowed on film, music, and Broadway stars. This year's honorees: actor Kirk Douglas, singer Aretha Franklin, composer Morton Gould, musical producer Harold Prince, and folk singer Pete Seeger. The event will be televised on CBS December 28th.
In Japan, jewelers unveiled the world's largest Christmas tree made entirely of diamonds today. The tree, made of more than 200 10-carat diamonds, is worth more than $3 million. It will be on display at a Japanese department store for a week as part of a campaign to promote diamond sales in Japan. Santa is entering the computer age. He's gone online, and that means computer-literate children can send their wish list to any of several addresses Santa has on Internet, the Worldwide Computer Network. They'll also receive a personal reply. Well, there's another indication of what a banner Christmas shopping season this has been. Visa says last week was its busiest holiday shopping week ever. The credit card company authorized nearly $6 billion, with a B, dollars in expenditures.
Early December is the time most people get their holiday greetings in the mail. Lots of folks are taking a detour from the corner post office. They're heading instead to Bethlehem, North Carolina, that is. Steve Ossensorge reports.
This is from South Carolina. Letters are coming here from all over, with letters inside them. Postmaster, please mail these enclosed cards at your convenience. What people are wanting is that special hand-stamped Bethlehem postmark.
Yes, it makes people very happy just to say their letter, their thing goes from Bethlehem.
Rita DeJarnette brought a stack of cards in.
Oh, yes, I've been doing it for years.
A lot of people are doing it. A mountain of work for this little post office.
The post office itself is very busy this time of the year, and the stamping the Bethlehem stamp on it makes it very much more busy than one person can do.
So folks with lots of cards to go out are allowed to put the postmarks on themselves.
Well, it's a little bit more meaningful, I think, than when you do it yourself.
And a lot easier for the folks who work here. Of course, they can't always put the sender to work. There's one from Italy. See? No matter where it comes from or who's around to help, folks here say they'll do what they can. It is Christmas time.
Steve Ossensorge for CBS News in Western North Carolina.
Still ahead, new antihistamines may work well, but are they really worth the money? That story in today's Eye on Health.
And suffering from the wintertime sniffles, a holiday tradition may be the cause.
Can't blame the cold weather.
That's right. There's no cold weather. Well, that's on the way.
A hard copy special report. Princess Di's big comeback.
She wanted to take a kind of a year out.
After months of scandal, she's got a new attitude, and some say maybe a new man.
The new Diana's a very changed person.
Direct from London, the new Diana. Plus, by day, these soap stars steam up the set. By night, well, you won't believe what they do.
There are a lot of things that you don't understand about me.
There's soap stars with side jobs on the next hard copy.
Hard copy, today at 3 on KENS TV.
When I take a case where a doctor, a nurse, or a hospital is guilty of negligence that results in death or serious injury, they're defended by their insurance company attorneys. It's important to remember that in most medical malpractice cases, if a jury awards damages, the insurance company is responsible for paying. The less the insurance companies pay, the more millions they make. You need the best attorney on your side. I'm Mary Nell Maloney. Call me.
There are two important questions to ask when choosing a pain reliever. Does it work fast, and how long will the relief last? For minor arthritis, Advil works directly at the site of pain. It's fast, and Advil provides hour after hour of pain relief. In fact, nothing's been proven to last longer than Advil. Next time you have sore muscles, a backache, or minor arthritis pain, remember, nothing's been proven to last longer than Advil. Advanced medicine for pain.
Well, all of the cool fronts that we've had so far this fall have been from the Pacific. They haven't been really cool, but you say we have some Arctic air coming down.
It's coming down. It's getting ready, but, it's starting to shallow out on us here. In other words, giving up the ghost, so to speak. Heading more toward the east and toward the south. But if we're really nice for Christmas, We may get a little bit of this filtering of cooler air in the area. We'll take a look at it here in a second. Right now, it's one of those cloudy days today at noon. Got plenty of moisture in the air. That gives us plenty of clouds in the upper elevation. Of course, that mixed in with sunshine provides a rather nice day, at least overall. Let's take a look. Current conditions in at noontime today. Places at about 70 degrees. We're looking at 76% humidity. Winds out of the south now at about 7 miles an hour. Barometer falling at 30.15. As far as what I'm looking for temperature-wise today, we're going to warm up pretty close to 78 for high after this morning's low of 57. Now, compare that to the normal 66 and a 43, and what's new? It's another above normal day. 85 is our record high, 17 is our record low. As far as what's in the air, it's still mold. It's in the medium category at 820. Edwards Aquifer unchanged, 673.1. Moisture is really building out across most of south central Texas. Here is the reason why. Subtropical jet stream. We've been showing this thing for at least seems like 3 or 4 weeks, and that's why we've been warm. We've been on the warm side of this thing. When it starts to move a little bit further south, that's when we start to cool off. But now it's back up again. Sits to the north of us, so we're going to stay on the warm side. Plus the clouds coming in as well. Let's go take a look at Sky 5. We'll show you some rainfall patterns that have been going on across the country. Notice this little area here of rain. This is moving into temperatures where it's below freezing, and down at the surface it's in freezing, which means we could see some icing conditions going on there. Also quite a bit of rain going on right along the east coast at noontime today, providing a rather wet mess going on from about New York back over to Pennsylvania and into areas a little bit further back on over toward the west. But it's the cloud cover all the way around from the northeast down along Florida and into Texas. It's giving us the real nice warmth, particularly overnight, because it acts as a blanket and doesn't let us cool down. All this moisture moving through and moving slowly toward the east could potentially give us a chance for some rain, but it won't be a tremendous amount. Where we'll be looking for the precipitation is a little bit further on up into North Texas, and that's where we could see some ice tonight and maybe a little bit of sleet and that freezing rain type of activity. Here in San Antonio, we're going to watch the blanket of clouds come in overnight, which means our overnight lows are really not going to be that bad. The front basically sits up to the north of us. We'll get a little bit further on down toward the south, maybe out around Abilene, just this side of San Angelo, before pulling up short. Now, we could see a little bit of that cooler air start to filter back down into Texas, and if it does, that means we could see some cooler air later in the week, and that's why my extended forecast is a little optimistic. Right now, we're looking at 30s, 40s, 50s, and some 60s. My forecast for the afternoon says partly cloudy skies with temperatures getting up to around 76, maybe 78 degrees. And then we're going to see temperatures drop a little bit down to about 67. The clouds will come back. They'll thicken overnight. I don't think we'll have fog in the morning, but if we're really good here, later in the week we could get down into the 60s for highs.
Well, I was on the river last night and it was very pleasant, and,
yes.
and the tourists are loving it.
Yeah.
That's
one good thing. The merchants on the Riverwalk are loving this, yeah.
They like this weather.
Holiday allergies top today's Eye on Health. It isn't unusual this time of year for a lot of people to suddenly develop sniffles and sneezes. Eyewitness MD Paul Ratner says the problem may be your Christmas tree.
There are many varieties of Christmas trees, the firs, the pines, and the cedars. Most of these trees don't produce pollen this time of year, except, of course, the mountain cedar. No matter how abundant or inexpensive mountain cedar may be, it's wise for people with allergies to stay away from them. But if you're not allergic, then what's causing all the sniffling and sneezing? Usually it's our reaction to the irritant effect of the strong scent, the needles, and the loose debris on the tree itself. Combine that with the tree being indoors, closed windows, and some heating, and it can seem just like allergy. A lot of material will collect on trees after they're cut and shipped. Even though some dealers spray the trees with water, it's always best to hose down a tree before taking it into your house. This rids the tree of loose debris and needles. If the chemical doesn't bother you, then consider flocking your Christmas tree. It's a little bit more expensive, but it'll cut down on the strong scent and will slow down the drying process of your tree itself. Finally, if all else fails, consider artificial. I'm Dr. Paul Ratner, Channel 5, Eyewitness News.
If you're suffering from wintertime allergies already, you're probably using antihistamines. Are the new non-sleepy variety worth the increased cost? Here's Dr. Bob Lanier with today's 60-second house call.
Most people with allergy hate to take antihistamines because they make them drowsy. So they wait and wait until they're really ill to start, and they stop them as soon as they're feeling better. But that's precisely the wrong way to take an antihistamine. Now, think of an antihistamine like a car looking for a place to park. If there's an open space, it takes it and works. If there's no open space, it just sort of drifts around with no place to go. Sort of what happens when you decide to go to that football or basketball game too late. Can't find a parking place. Well, if you wait until you're sick with allergy to take antihistamines, you are late. The game has started. All the parking spaces for antihistamines are filled. The ticket? Start early and stick with them once you start for at least a week or so, sometimes longer. Now, the new antihistamines remove most of the drowsiness, but at a price. If you're one of those people, though, that just can't stand the way an antihistamine makes you feel, or if they affect your concentration, they may well be worth the extra cost. I'm Dr. Bob Lanier.
Today's adopted pet is Trey, as in tree. He's a male Cocker Terrier puppy who'll be a perfect holiday addition to any family. Here's Patsy Swenson.
We found the perfect Christmas pet for you. Not Dr. Wilbanks,
Not
but
me, sorry.
this little cutie. This is Trey. He's a male. He's from Pipe Creek Animal Aid and just 6 months old and ready for the holidays.
Absolutely wonderful puppy. This is a perfect puppy.
Aww.
You guys don't hear me say that very often, but this guy I fell in love with myself.
Look at these ears. These are great. He is just about 6 months old. He's very friendly and just a little bit shy, but I think once he's in the right loving environment, he will overcome that shyness. Likes other dogs?
Likes other dogs, likes kids, likes people. Can be a lap dog or a floor dog. It doesn't matter. Can be a ball dog, probably some Cocker Spaniel in the background somewhere. Can do most anything. Just needs a home for the holidays. Might mention while we're talking about homes for the holidays, folks, sometimes have a tendency to impulse get a dog for the holidays or a cat. And impulse is not a way to do that. It's the sort of thing that when you're adding a family member, it needs to be thought out. We need to have a family meeting over it. We need to discuss what type. We could even go by and see a veterinarian or any one of your choice that even knows the family to maybe have a little pre-pet counseling to know that the home is right for it, so that somebody like Trey here maybe doesn't end up back in the shelter after the holidays. We want to be sure that we get the right home. So do that if you're thinking of getting a pet in your family. Get some pre-ownership counseling from your veterinarian.
It's interesting that most of the shelters about 3 months after the holidays take in the most animals because people thought, oh, they're so cute, let's give a puppy or a kitten. And not everybody has been consulted about that. So make sure that when you adopt a pet, and especially Trey, he's ready, that you're ready to make a lifelong commitment to this animal because they are ready to make a lifelong commitment to you. And that's what it's all about. That's sort of a holiday thing, don't you think?
That's right.
Thank you, Dr. Bob, very much.
Thank you, Patsy.
Give us a call, 470-5002, and slow down. Enjoy the holidays a little bit.
We begin a week of Christmas countdown recipes next in the KENS kitchen. Someone will take that dog.
They say it is the worst thing you can do in front of your children.
I kept screaming, telling him to stop. And then I grabbed his arm and kind of threw him off a little bit, and he turned around and kicked me.
It makes me sad. I felt like I couldn't do nothing.
It can get out of control.
I knocked her down, almost crushed her throat.
And it often turns to murder.
I'm thinking I'm going to die. I'm going to die. My kids are watching me die. I don't want my kids to watch me die.
Next, Oprah.
Oprah, today at 4 on KENS TV.
I just got a letter from my daughter.
Oh, I surely wish my mail brought good news. Just yesterday, my Medicare supplement sent a notice of another premium increase. I showed it to Bob. Although we don't like it, we have no choice. We have to pay it.
No, you don't. Haven't you heard of Secure Horizons? I'm a member. I never pay a premium. And I don't even need a Medicare supplement.
Wait a minute. No premiums?
No. And that's just one of the benefits of Secure Horizons.
Secure Horizons offers members $6 doctor visits, 100% approved hospitalization, and worldwide emergency coverage, all for no additional premiums beyond those of traditional Medicare.
With Secure Horizons, I get terrific health care. And best of all, I pay no premiums.
For your free Secure Horizons information kit, call 524-9292.
Hello, Secure Horizons. May I help you?
Price, selection, guarantee at every gun dealership and the Gun Used Car Network. With the Gun Network, you're connected to all gun dealerships. Our huge buying power means outstanding selection. Hundreds of late model top quality used cars, trucks, and vans at the best prices in town. And look for the exclusive gun guarantee. For the best buy on a quality used car, get connected to the Gun Used Car Network, the driving force. All over town, all over the competition.
Well, this is indeed the countdown until Christmas, and I know your time is just as limited as mine in the kitchen, so we're going to do a whole week called Christmas Countdown. Quick and easy things that go together fairly easily. Not bad, not bad. This is a cranberry bread pudding, and I've added some different things to it. You can do a whiskey sauce to go with it, or you can serve it warm, room temperature, whatever. But what I've taken, you've seen these in the grocery store probably, are dried cranberries. You can also get dried cherries, you can get dried blueberries, and they are wonderful. They're real condensed in their sweetness. And what I've done is taken just a little bit of peach brandy. You can use bourbon or rum, whatever you want to. You could use orange juice if you prefer not to have the alcohol in there, and soak them just a little bit. And I have the currants here. You can do the same thing with those. These are apricots, and we'll do those. Now, what I've done with the bread is just very simply tear up day-old French bread into cubes and take about 1.5 sticks of butter and melt it and toss that over the... I didn't promise you this was going to be low calorie. I just promised you it would be quick. And pour that over the bread, just allowing it to saturate a little bit. And then we're going to take the dried cranberries. Now, these are just going to sprinkle over there. Those have been soaking in the peach brandy for about an hour or two. And then we'll go ahead and add the peach brandy with the heck. And then the raisins or the currants are both on top. And those can be eliminated. A lot of people don't care for them. That's fine with me. And then you can take the apricots. And I just take scissors and just cut them up into pieces. Or you can buy the dried fruit that's already cut up, but I particularly like the colors with this one, with the dark of the raisins and the red cranberries. And if you get the opportunity to splurge on those dried blueberries, they're about I think $3.69 or something a package now, but they're really worth it. And they're great just for snacking. Okay, we'll leave that at that. Now I've got the sugar over here, and we've got 4 eggs, and we'll mix those up very quickly. And you probably want to get the sugar dissolved, but we don't have quite that much time right now to do that. And we'll add about 2 teaspoons of vanilla. Glump, glump, glump. It's about 2 teaspoons, don't you think? And then stir in the milk, and about 4 cups of milk. This can be done in a large mixer. It can be done in a food processor, however you choose to do it. And then we're going to add a little bit of nutmeg to that. If you have mace, you can use that. You know, mace is the outside coating of the nutmeg. And it has a lot of flavor in it. Okay, we're going to put that right over the top of this. And I like to let it sit, if you can, at least 2 or 3 hours before you bake it, which allows the bread to absorb all of the wonderful milk and flavors of that stuff. That's it. Put it in the oven, and it comes out, and you have all these great flavors in there. Again, if you'd like a copy of this and all the Christmas countdown, write to me, P.O. Box TV5, San Antonio, Texas is zip 78299. Do ask for a self-addressed stamped envelope and $2. If you'd like a copy reduced, Patsy's Country Christmas, $7, Incredible Edibles, $9.95, or you can get both for a reduced price of $14.
We're still taking calls for today's Adopt-A-Pet Trey. Give us a buzz at 470-5002.
Right after Oprah today on Eyewitness News at 5, home health care is big business these days. House-calling nurses can take care of everything from physical therapy to nutrition. More today on Eyewitness News at 5.
That's Eyewitness News at noon. Thank you so much for joining us. Have a great day.
So if we're lucky, we're going to see some Arctic air.
Oh, only if you're extremely lucky.
Oh, now it's extremely lucky.
This is the Ultimate Outlet, home of 2 of San Antonio's most amazing stores, Texas Freight Claim Sales and Tunzo Carpet. Texas Freight Claim Sales has unclaimed freight, closeouts, and discontinued furniture, appliances, groceries, and office furniture at the lowest prices in town. Tunzo Carpet's name says it all. More in-stock carpet than you've ever seen under one roof at prices you have to see to believe. Come into the Ultimate Outlet on I-35 between Waltham and Eisenhower. You will be amazed.
Subject 31, day 4.
Okay, I don't think you have a thing to worry about today, all right?
In a recent study, scientists discovered something remarkable about the common cold.
Stop the scan.
So remarkable, it was published in the New England Journal of Medicine. They found that 87% of the cold studied came with sinus problems.
Sinus problems.
That's why you should discover Dristan. Unlike some other cold products, Dristan's multi-symptom formula relieves both your cold symptoms and sinus pain and pressure. Feel better with Dristan. Cold relief clear down to your sinuses.
Hey, America, looking for a different way to spice up dinner? Take a new look at cheese. Think of cheese as a zesty way to perk up your chicken.
Now that's a great idea.
Or cheese as a tangy topping for tastier fries.
Awesome. Who needs ketchup?
Or cheese as an easy way to spice up beef stew.
Sure tastes better.
Give American food a new attitude with cheese.
As you grow older, it's not so much how much money you have, but the main thing is to have friends.
The Humana Gold Plus plan for seniors and anyone else who is eligible for Medicare.
He's a joker. I can row a boat, canoe. Canoe. I can row a boat, canoe. I like that.
Call now to find out how the Humana Gold Plus plan provides the security of comprehensive care with all the benefits of Medicare. Plus, one low price for your prescriptions and no Medicare deductibles. You get reduced rates on eyeglasses, hearing aids, and dental care. There's even an option with no premiums.
Start the day with a smile, and the rest of the day will be easy. Let me call you sweetheart.
With the Humana Gold Plus plan, it's all yours with fewer out-of-pocket costs than most supplemental plans. Call now and we'll send you this booklet, Advice from Your Elders About Life, Living, and Health Care, free of charge. Humana Gold Plus plan.
KENS and the Marines Toys for Tots, bringing joy to needy children.
Colin the Chihuahua is a dearly loved pet. Unfortunately, his owners have discovered Boggle, the 3-minute word game where players search for words like tree or curb and score by finding words others don't. So while each round of Boggle lasts only 3 minutes, the fun lasts for hours and hours.
Hydrant.
Boggle, the 3-minute word game that keeps on going.
96, 97.
Got a cold? Now improved Alka-Seltzer Plus Nighttime gives you the most nighttime relief you can get with a taste NyQuil users prefer nearly 2 to 1. Sweet dreams.
There's big news in biscuits, presenting Grand's Biscuits, our biggest, lightest biscuits ever, made with real buttermilk for a delicious home-style taste.
Nothing says lovin' like my Grand's biscuits.
Tonight.
Oh, it's so tough to be a train on a train track.
Tom Hanks does Broadway, plus Gypsy Kings and Joan Plowright on The Late Show. Catch the fun.
So, what do you need when it's hours since lunch and years until dinner, but you really want something, and your stomach is saying, have one of these, while your brain is saying, don't even think about it, and, oh, that's attractive. But this might be perfectly awful to eat because you crave something different than the usual stuff that might make you feel great and not icky, that's wild and alive and zesty and zingy and quite frankly perfect. V8!
With a full serving of vegetables, it might just make you feel better.
Kraft helps you make holiday magic with Velveeta Salsa Dip. Start with Velveeta, then add salsa. Cheddar can't melt this smooth and creamy. Look on the box for the Velveeta Cheese Spread Salsa Dip recipe. For a dip so cheesy good, they'll think it's incredible. Make holiday magic tonight with Velveeta.
Kmart's having this great sale on all Betty Crocker appliances, no matter how you mix. Shred, mince, whip, grind, dice, mash, crush, chop, brew, or slice it. There's still only $24.99 each, and each appliance comes with 3 Betty Crocker cookbooks. A Kmart Extra that's hard to beat. Puree, Juliet.
She's finally asleep.
You really wore out playing these games.
She loves Candyland.
I loved it too when I was her age. You know, it was my first game.
I win, Dad!
And chutes and ladders.
She thinks that's so funny when I fall down a chute.
Sweet dreams, darling.
Like a child's dream come true, Candyland, shoots and ladders, and Uncle Wiggly too.
Your child's first games from Milton Bradley.
Don't miss Murphy Brown tonight on CBS.
When you're congested, it's like your nose takes over. You can't breathe. You can't sleep. You need Afrin. Afrin works fast. While cold tablets travel through your system, Afrin goes right to your nose. So it works 4 times faster than the leading cold tablet and relieves congestion in less than 5 minutes. Afrin, because you shouldn't have to wait to breathe. And for congested noses that are also dry and irritated, try Afrin Extra Moisturizing Nasal Spray.
I don't know about your children, but mine are definitely Barney fans. It starts before they can even walk and stays with them all the way to school. I'd say it's because Barney and his friends make learning more fun. From talking,
remember, I love you,
to dressing.
Will you zip my pocket?
Barney gives kids a play experience that helps them feel good about themselves.
Try to walk like a duck.
And that makes me feel good too.
Nice painting. What is it?
Not a very interesting piece. Reminiscent of early Dadaism.
What's Dadaism?
If he's so smart, why is he using those other batteries?
With a brain that big, you'd think he'd know Duracell batteries outlast all other brands.
Now, if...
You're right, Mom. The museum can be fun.
The Copper Top. Tops them all.
We're working hard every day, taking pride in what we do.
My customers like to shop at my store because it's exciting. It makes me feel good. It makes me feel proud.
We're Dixie, low prices. That's our promise, that's our way. America's supermarket.
Everyday low price. For everyday life.
The perfect family gift, Walt Disney's Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs on video, is at its lowest price of the season. This is the only time Snow White will be available with savings of up to $15. Get yours now. See stores for details.
The dawn of power. Powerline 10 amps of true power. Powerline Plus 12 amps maximum power with hard box and tools on board at prices that will blow you away. Powerline, Powerline Plus. From Eureka, the next generation.
I was really downing those tablets. I started to think there was something really wrong with my stomach. Was I relieved when my doctor said I just needed a stronger antacid tablet.
Mylanta tablets are made stronger to last longer. Compared to the leading tablet, Mylanta is shown to be more effective and longer lasting at controlling stomach acid.
Unbelievable.
Mylanta tablets, made stronger to last longer.
My doctor said Mylanta.
Isn't it too bad to cover up underwear that pretty?
Ooh, ooh, girl, I wanna recognize you. Something about you, exciting and new, pays away. You really got it going. Just wait till we get our hands on you. Just wait till we get our hands on you.
It's Zero Tolerance Monday. That means if it ain't funny, it's out of here.
Teach a man to fish. He'll eat for a lifetime.
That's very wise.
But what they don't say is that that's all he'll eat is fish.
So get with the program tonight and say sayonara to second-rate comedy on Zero Tolerance Monday. Oh, and Harry, keep your day job.
That's enough.
I'm Deborah Naponia. Researchers are making new strides in medicine. Details when we turn to our Eye on Health. Is that going to be long enough?
All it took was one night.
One big mess, and I'm the guy responsible.
All it took was one mistake.
We don't have a real marriage.
And now all it takes is one unwanted wife.
Why are you here?
I'm here to be near my husband.
To bring a man down in a wide minute.
This is CBS.
Pregnant women who think a seatbelt can hurt their unborn baby should know the facts. The restraint can actually save both mother and child.
I'm Wendy Rigby. Now there's a pregnant crash dummy to help car makers keep future mothers safe. An Eye on the Family report today at 5.
Incredibles ice cream and cake creations, new from Baskin-Robbins. And now get 2 quarts of delicious pre-packed ice cream for only $5.
Hi. Look at this, my own sister serving Mexican. She knows I'm fat watching. She hates me. Oh, no.
Oh, look at this Rosarita refried beans.
This green chili and lime? I've never tasted those.
It's new.
I know, so rich, so creamy.
Oh, and more refried beans with zesty salsa.
Well, the salsa is legal. Honey, that's it. I'm going home. I'll be in the car.
Honey, no fat.
Stop. These are mine. Not mine.
3 new Rosarita flavors, full of flavor, not fat.
The latest research in our Eye on Health today at 5.